Whoa, what was that tall thing?
What the heck?
What the hell is that?
I saw it like moving in the background. I was like, what the?
It's like a friggin' giraffe.
It's nasty. It's like a flamingo giraffe.
It's pretty cool, actually.
Now,
I just don't like the coloring on its neck and head.
Now, I'm Steve-O, and we're going to creep into this forest and find out what this ugly-ass bastard looks like and what he is about to do. Let us sneak in and discover the myths and the legends of the Racetine?
That was the rock.
Oh.
That wasn't the creature.
Well, fuck me. Okay.
Fuck me. Fuck me, man. Fuck me.
Let us see what this is about.
It's the tree again. That was the bush. There we go.
The Snaeapo-Ernaboru.
Oh,
Quite an
its head is
fitting name
so
for such an
nasty.
ugly creature. Let us poke it in the butt. Holy shit, I go
He is
under it.
big.
Yeah, I think that surpasses your car.
Yeah?
You were talking about wanting dinosaur creatures in here.
This is getting pretty close.
Yeah?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rogues and Roleplayers. We're going back to Karnland.
Yeah!
Yeah. So we made our hyperdrive, and now we need to fuel it with a warp cell. And I think we just have to follow this quest line that it's given us to be able to get the antimatter component we need to make that warp cell.
Mm-hmm. Because something that's been noticeably different from this playthrough than what I've seen from a bunch of others is that we didn't talk to the Atlas thing in the very beginning of the game.
He's like,
That's true.
Me,
That's
I did not do it.
That's been like my quest giver because I accepted its help in the beginning. But you can outright refuse and be like, no, I don't want your glowy red goodness to help me.
Are you kidding me?
So it's been giving us the same quest that the Atlas thing has been giving us up to this point to get the warp cell. So either way, it's telling you what you need to at least be able to perform the basic functions of the game. And then I think from there, it's going to stop.
Yeah,
Whereas
I think so.
the Atlas quest line would continue on and get to more specific things. I might be wrong in that respect, but that's just something different that I've noticed.
Yeah. Hello, other
Cadet
bug man.
Dongo.
Ooh, I like that name.
He's got a massive chin.
Well, he's just got a little bit of crunk going on.
Hey,
He knows
I'm
what's
Krung. How you doing? You like my chin?
Jay Leno suddenly pops up in the middle of this game.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I kind of like it. I kind of like the. I always forget the actors' names. The guy who did the guy who did Vasquez in Tales from the Borderlands.
Shit.
I always forget his name.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like, what is it with like that name always slips my mind? I feel horrible for
Don't
it.
make lesson number 3 about a number 2.
Yeah. Antimatter.
What do you mean you don't?
Oh, we got antimatter.
Antimatter.
That's exactly what we needed.
Now I just
Okay,
need
so
to...
we can.
Check the red box. Check the red box.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that yet. So
It's a thingy.
It's a
this is a different Omni tool that we could purchase if we wanted to,
Yep.
Compare.
So it can replace the one you have now if you want it.
but it doesn't look like it's really that much of an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean it's got more space for upgrades. I mean that's something.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have an analysis visor though.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much more for mining either.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same as what we have.
It looks, if anything, it looks like it's just a combat amplifier.
Yeah.
I can't afford it either way, but...
Yeah, we'll skip that. Like the only upside for that was that more space for
There are
upgrades.
some like multi-tools out there though that look freaking awesome. Like I saw one that looked like it was almost like gold-plated.
Nice.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, I want that one.
Yeah.
I want that gold one.
Okay, so now that we got the antimatter, we can.
All we need is the thamium,
Yep.
and we can mine that from asteroids in space.
Yes, we can. So, you guys want to go into space right now and get some asteroids, or do you want to explore a little more?
Like, we've already been on Karnland, so we kind of know what's
Yeah.
around already.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, that's
I think there was
okay, I
one
thought it was.
more. I think there was one more planet in our system though.
That we haven't been to.
Yeah, I remember seeing 3 planets. So I would like to see if we can find it and
Damn
at
you
least visit it.
plants.
Yeah, there's little random tentacles that'll slap you around on planets if you aren't careful.
Slap. I'm a tentacle.
But it's just
slap.
like, they don't really do any damage, so they aren't threatening. They're just kind of just like, what was that?
Those tentacles kind of remind me of that thing that I showed you from ThinkGeek, the USB drive.
Oh yeah, the little Cthulhu one.
Yeah, because like
whenever you plug it in, the tentacle USB
There it
will
is.
like start shaping.
undiscovered.
slapping around.
Yeah, I thought we saw another one.
All right, go ahead and shoot a couple of these asteroids
Yeah.
while we're here, so we can get the thamium we need. So we'll look at the planet, and then we'll show warp travel and go to a new system, and that will be what we focus on for this episode.
Okay, sounds good.
So let's talk about the economy a little bit. How far, how far have you come with like earning money in the game?
Me, a lot of my money is just gained from mining minerals and materials more than I need, and then just selling them.
Okay. So you've just been kind of working on like raw minerals, not refining them.
Yeah, like I get a lot of raw minerals, and with this game, I love to explore. So I usually just kind of like go around and see what I can find, and I'll just find stuff, like trade community stuff, and I'll just go and sell it.
If you go to a bunch of node points on like the maps, like the point of interest, and you'll eventually discover a lot of chests, and a lot of those usually give you free trade commodities, so that's just pure profit.
Yep. So I never really thought of like making those bypass chips to sell them, which is actually a really good idea.
That's the way I made my money when I started this off, because I realized plutonium and iron are readily available no matter where you go, and by themselves they're only worth like 10 per unit and like 20 something per unit.
Yeah, and I've been selling a lot of plutonium. I usually mine a lot of plutonium and go out and sell it.
But for 10 iron and 10 plutonium, you can make a bypass chip that sells for 3,500 units.
Which is crazy.
That's a huge turnover on profit. So you can load up on iron and plutonium, fly to a space station, and just spend a lot of time crafting those individual units and make a huge profit.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That's a really good idea, actually.
Like, I was able to make 2 million units doing that in 3 hours.
Nice.
And I bought this sick-ass ship now.
Oh, wow.
And now we're on Mars.
Oh,
Where there's
jeez.
nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
this looks closer along the lines of what me and Addison experienced when we
Yeah.
first started.
This actually looks a lot like the first planet that I woke up on.
Let's land and see what it says like about like the climate and the flora and fauna. 'Cause
Yeah, let's go
looks
check
like
it out.
It is dead.
Let's go check it out. We have to check this out. So
am I not
at least
moving?
I love space and space travel, and this game has been like something I've wanted for such a long time, and I'm glad it's like finally been created in some form.
Yep. I mean, I feel like just that game that people have been wanting is just like, I want to go into space and travel around and discover planets. And wow, the planet changed massively.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
The render distance is something that can greatly affect, like, you have to get close to know what you're really getting in
This
for.
is so freaky.
This is actually pretty cool.
It kind
Holy
of reminds
crap.
me of the Grand Canyon and those kind of
Yeah. But,
Kind of
like,
reminds
after
me.
a volcano
So it
just
looks
kinda
like we got, like,
vomited all over it.
cacti and stuff.
Reminds me of Death Mountain from Zelda.
Yeah, a little bit. Whoa, what is that?
It's a base of some kind.
It looked like a giant mimic to me for a second. I thought it was
Wait,
a
what?
chest and it like popped up little legs.
It's like this massive-
Oh, sorry, it's just a trailer home.
Oh, you got a little laser thing. You can
So, yeah, you can-
bypass that.
So all of those little orange nodes, you can use those if you use a bypass chip to locate a point of interest on the planet.
Oh,
And it'll add it onto your map, so that way you can find it later. And what are all the alien monoliths, outposts,
Shelters.
shelters?
The shelters are what you use to upgrade your exoskeleton to get
Yes.
more capacity.
Yeah, and that is very, very valuable in the beginning.
Ooh,
to
yes,
max out
it
your
is.
slots. And then there's a fourth one as well. I forget what it is.
Oh, what's that?
Okay, that's a
It's a multi-tool blueprint thingy.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of those little terminals you'll find around, if you give it whatever resource you need, you'll learn a blueprint for you can manually upgrade your stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you're always going to be running into like new blueprints for technology that you can use to develop yourself further.
Yeah. I'm actually liking this
Whoa.
planet. It's kind of reminding me of
Whoa.
like whenever I drove through like New Mexico a little bit.
Yeah, this definitely looks
Definitely.
like this definitely looks kind of like New Mexico for sure.
Like New Mexico, maybe like a little bit of like Arizona.
Yeah, it's definitely got like that Grand Canyon going.
Mm-hmm. This is like I like going into caves
Yep,
you start getting all like the little glowing crystals and lights and stuff playing around. So
Yeah.
my favorite experience is going into caves in this game because you
Oh
see
yeah,
a
there's
lot of cool
actually
stuff.
like cacti here. The cactuses. What? They're cactuses.
I know, but it's just like it's you know it's kind of what you would expect for this planet.
Well, like that's what I'm saying is like there's actually cactuses here. It's very Earth-like.
That's something that I've noticed is that a lot of the because we know that whoa was that something
fuck was
flying?
that?
I think there might be something flying.
I didn't see anything.
There,
Whoa!
Oh, are those
Ooh!
are those
What is
animals
that?
or those ships?
Those are animals. Look at it. Zoom in. Zoom in on it.
Hold on.
You gotta look at it. Examine it.
Shit.
You gotta analyze it. You gotta analyze. Oh, they're gone
R3.
now. Oh, come on.
Hold on.
I think that's the actual trigger, like the joystick button.
Gotta get up there.
Oh, now we'll never know what they are.
They're a mystery now.
Ah.
Ah, there they are. Get it. You.
Oh, it is an animal.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Oh, it's like it looks kind of like some kind of flying whale.
Good. And
Just yeah, it's like
it's a
very
veggie
graceful.
eater, so it won't eat me.
Whoa, hello.
Whoa.
Whoa, there are a lot like animals.
Oh my God,
I thought
this
that was their
what the hell?
tail. That's their head.
This looks,
They have a tail for a head.
this looks like the derpiest freaking lizard I've
Whoa.
ever seen.
What the heck? That is so backwards from what you would expect. It's like you see the head and it's like a tail, but it's not the tail, it's the
Oh my
head.
god, they have like little pot bellies and everything.
Oh my god.
They
It
look
looks like they ran into a wall and just
Yeah.
their head flattened and curled up.
It looks like they just like ran into the wall and their head just went
Hi.
wow.
Oh, their
Yeah,
little
that
screeches are
freaking
cute.
rude.
But what I was saying earlier, like I haven't found anything that I'm just like this should not belong here. Like all of the creatures, all of the plants, and all that kind of stuff. Like I've seen is like I feel like they belong in that environment.
Yeah, and there's actually like completely dead planets that have no life either. Like I think there was one wasteland planet that I found in my second system. It was just pure wasteland. There was no life. There was no life. It was just pure rock and sand.
But I'm guessing it had a lot of minerals that you could get.
Oh yeah, it was very mineral heavy. Like if you're looking for gold and stuff like that, like that's the place to go to. That planet that I'm talking about.
So that there,
Oh, I'm
every
screwed. I'm
planet
screwed.
Oh shit.
has a
Nope, I'm
trade-off.
alive.
Yeah.
So if it's void of X, it has an abundance of Y.
Yep. Also, I don't know if you have enough in your jetpack to make it.
No, she's not using her jetpack. So that's something
Oh.
I wanted to talk about. Scaling sheer surfaces. If you use your jetpack, it registers that your feet are on the ground,
That's weird.
and so it doesn't use fuel, but
Which
you're
is weird.
still going up.
So I discovered a thing I didn't know
So
I had
you
discovered.
can climb like a completely vertical mountain doing that.
You gotta love it, dude, because we did that in Skyrim with the backwards friggin' horses. Mm-hmm. And the dragons were
It's
flying
convenient
around
because like on
backwards.
this planet you would need to do that because everything is a sheer surface.
Yep.
Yep.
But it's just also kind of silly thinking about somebody just walking up a sheer surface.
I mean,
Like an old school cartoon.
I mean, the jetpack is giving you an assist anyway, but it is kind of weird that it doesn't detect any fuel being used.
Oh, you need more. Yes.
There we go. You might want to refuel too with the Thanium 9. Every time I try to say Thanium 9, I keep wanting to say Thanium 5.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's the.
a creature.
oh,
I
okay.
thought
The
it was on a
creatures.
ship.
Oh wow, there's a lot of them around.
Oh wow, they're really cool.
I do like them.
You're definitely gonna want to refuel your.
It's like you were
Thanium
telling
9.
me something about a legendary snake.
Yes. So in one of like the initial trailers for the game, they showed off like this really gigantic desert snake, and I'm talking enormous. It's like a mile long,
Oh wow.
and it's like, and the actual width of like, you know how big it is from bottom to top. Not talking about length. Is like 3 or 5 stories. It's like gigantic.
Jeez.
And they showed it in the trailer. And ever since the game's release, people have been asking the developers, dude, is this snake in the damn game? And the developers, pretty much their only response is, why don't you go find out for yourself? And it's just like, oh god. Now everybody's out there looking for the snake.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to find it too. But I'm thinking it's just like, this game is based purely on programming.
Yep.
And seeds.
Yep.
The developers probably don't even know everything that's in this game.
Nope. The developer admitted himself that he has no idea what's out there.
It's beautiful, but then it's also just kind of is like, if there's a problem, how do you go about fixing that?
That's a good question, actually.
Okay. Hyperdrive.
Oh, so I don't think you fueled it yet. No, you didn't fuel it yet because you still need to make the warp cell, don't you?
Nope, I already did.
Oh, you warp celled and
Yeah.
put it in the hyperdrive?
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
So, you'll have to, like, there's a little reticle thing that if you move it over that yellow line,
Yeah.
it'll bring you over there. So now we can look at this system. So there's 3 planets, 2 moons.
Okay.
Nobody's discovered it yet.
Yep.
And
So
then
that
it shows the distance and your distance to the center. And then you can also add waypoints or you can engage. So if you get a stronger warp drive later, you can actually jump multiple systems at a time
Right,
and
but I
make
can only do
waypoints.
one at a time. So like adding waypoint, does that help in the engagement?
Well,
or can I just
if you're
engage
going
it
into a free explore mode, like this line is kind of like your waypoint system.
Okay.
But this is just guiding you towards the center of the universe. So down on the bottom left, the L1 and R1, you can toggle different modes of exploration. So if you hit right, it's free explore, and now you can look around anywhere and travel where you want.
Okay.
But adding waypoints kind of gives you a way of how you want to travel to your destination.
yeah,
Right.
in this case, it's trying to guide you towards the center of the galaxy.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's
Let's
like
do it.
that's like the ultimate goal. And here we go! Woo!
I love how they have like light speed travel, warp, and like pulse jumps and everything, because it's like they've taken little elements of different forms of like space travel speeds and incorporated them in a nice fluid fashion.
Yep.
So overall, what would be y'all's objective in the game? Like, what's the end thing that you want to do? Like, what has
Ooh, I
piqued
don't
your
know.
curiosity?
I just
of what
want
you want to do.
I just want to explore shit, dude.
That's kind of where I would be.
I just wanna-
explore it hard anyway.
I know. I'm definitely gonna be following the main. Oh, there you go. Whoa, you're really close to a new planet, and that thing is huge. That's a
Jeez.
holy crap. That planet is massive.
Whoa. That's like Jupiter massive.
Holy shit. Okay, before we end the episode, we have to check that out.
Okay, so yeah, we'll go down there and we'll explore the planet and we'll continue talking. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm curious about what's at the center of the galaxy.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying is that I'm going to be following the line towards the center of the galaxy, but in the meantime, while doing that, I want to explore as much as I can.
Ooh, this looks like possibly a
Manufacturing facility
magma
detected.
kind of place. Like, this place looks like it would be hot.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a hot planet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can see, like, the magma streams.
It looks more like sulfur vents because they're yellow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a very, like... this definitely looks like a very volcanic planet.
Yeah. There are plants, though.
This place is
It's a
cool.
little bit.
Yeah, this is a
Very
Oh,
very...
it's radioactive.
Ooh.
That's what it is.
That would explain the size.
The size and the color.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a radioactive planet. You don't want your protection dying on this in real life. No.
So let me ask you this then. What do you think is at the center of the universe? Because the developers keep hinting at there's something at the center of the universe or galaxy. So if you had to take a wild guess or what you would like to see at the center, what would it be?
I mean, my first thought is a black hole. I mean,
It's just a void that's devouring everything at the center of the galaxy.
well, I mean, think about it. That is the center of a galaxy. What's the center of the Milky Way? It's a freaking black hole. It's like,
well,
Big giant numbers, 42.
yeah, because black holes are in the game, and they're used as an advanced form of warp travel. If you travel through a black hole, you'll pop out somewhere else in the galaxy.
Right.
Oh wow, that's cool.
That's something I've discovered in my gameplay, because I have a ship that's able to handle that.
I don't know what would like. It's a very big mystery, that's for sure.
It's a big mystery. If I wanted to guess, I want to find a to scale replica of the planet Earth or the Milky Way like solar system. That's what I would love, and we could actually explore our solar system in the game, and it's the center of the galaxy.
That would be cool.
That would be something I would be like, oh, that's awesome, and it's like that's the only like handcrafted planet is Earth.
And you can actually land on Earth and just discover everything.
Exactly. Like what if this game took place before our civilization, and this is like the like first like inhabiting the planet and whatever.
Oh, that would be a twist.
Like I was like, oh, just theories and stuff popping into my head. I was like, that would have been cool.
The first guy to land on there is named Adam.
Exactly.
You know.
Like you got stranded on Earth, and it's like, well, there's nothing here I can use. There's no
All of a sudden,
thamium.
there's another one that pops up. It's another chick that pops up all of a sudden from another planet named Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! Holy shit! Oh my
There you go.
Whoa. That one's
kind of
kind of tearing a little bit.
Whoa.
It's got like a cool design to it though.
That's weird. The magics of random generating.
Exactly. I know something that we haven't discussed about is too much is the Sentinels. What do you think their purpose is in the galaxy?
That's an excellent question because they're on basically every planet.
I have not been to a single planet that they are not present on.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
they have varying levels of aggression as well.
my guess is
it's the Overlords.
I was gonna say that they're probably there just to make sure that you're not mining too much resources.
Yeah, but who controls them?
Yeah, like that's a good question.
That's the thing. Is that why would they be controlling how much
Yeah.
you mine in the first
So,
place?
because like that was my first thought.
I found my favorite tree in the world. Look at it, it's so cute.
Oh, look at that
This is
little
like a
green
really
eyes.
big
It looks like a
mushroom.
mushroom, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a tree mushroom.
tree shroom.
Tree shroom, yes. Tree shroom.
We'll
This looks like something that would be in Mario.
Yeah, just scan it and name it. Yeah, Mario would have a field day with this thing.
Whee!
So this is something that I'm a comic book person, and I was thinking like all these guys are going around and scanning and analyzing. They aren't harvesting. They aren't doing anything like that. So like, why would they be guarding valuable resources? And so I was thinking it wouldn't make sense that they're trying to protect and harvest them for themselves because they aren't using them from anything that I've been able to perceive. So I don't want to say that they're surveyor probes, but in my opinion, y'all remember characters like Brainiac,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
they want to gather all of the knowledge and information in the universe and become a collective consciousness. What if they're doing that? They're scanning all these planets to learn where things are and things are now known to be. But then you come along and then you start busting up stuff and taking it and changing the information that they just harvested. And now you're conflicting with their protocol to gather
okay, I
information.
can see that.
And that's why they get pissed off at you. Is like, hey, I just learned that thing was there. Why are you stealing that?
But I would also think maybe their need to study and find out more would possibly override their aggression towards you. Because you're also an anomaly that they have not studied.
Possibly.
So, you know.
Well, at the same time, there's also the Trade Commission where you literally have a community of people who are trading resources found on these planets.
Yeah. So we don't know like what group they work for. All we know is they're called Sentinels.
Yep.
We don't know like what they're related to. I just like kind of like thinking like what would be reasons that they would exist.
It's definitely something to think about. I mean, the only thing that I can really say is that they're there
Fuck
to...
you.
It's a womp rat.
What the fuck is that thing?
Look at that booty!
It has a huge
Round
butt.
booty.
It
big
looks like
booty.
a combination between like an armadillo and an anteater.
Yeah, it does. The first thing I thought of when I saw that thing was armadillo.
Like Being in Texas, I see armadillos all the time, but I know people that are just kind of like, I've never seen an armadillo, and it's just like,
It looks very much like this,
yeah,
but slower.
just not blue.
Yeah, and a little bit slower, just a little bit slower.
A little bit.
And they don't run in small circles.
And they also...
You just can't decide what he wants to do.
I love running around in circles!
We may have found an excessively derpy one.
It's just like, it's like whenever you have a small dog and you just got home from work all day and it's like so excited to see you, it can't like contain its excitement and it's just running in circles.
I literally see that happen all the time with my dog. Like, somebody will come home and he just starts running around the couch in complete circles. He just keeps going. Like, and you know, he'll when he gets to you, he'll think you're about to start chasing him, so he'll just keep on running to try and run away from you, and he'll just come back around and do it again, and he just ends up running in a circle over and over, just like that. It's fucking hilarious. Oh man, I like this planet though. It's very.
It was a lot different than I thought. I thought we were going to find nothing, but there's actually a decent amount of stuff on here.
It's very volcanic.
That's one of the things that I love about this game, is because whenever you go on a planet, it usually is an experience of, I wasn't expecting that, and that's good, because then that keeps you wanting to explore more. Because then it's like, I don't know what I'm going to see.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So if you follow those lines
there.
to the point they converge, that's usually where you'll find the space station.
Yep. Well, why don't you go up
That's
there
a
and see what's there?
manufacturing facility.
Yeah, so if you wanted to continue and learn the antimatter formula, that was what the quest was telling you.
Oh, okay.
So it'll tell you what you need to learn so you can craft all the basic stuff that you need to further travel through the galaxy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else that y'all wanted to do before we start wrapping this up?
No.
I think we talked a lot about this game.
We've talked about all of the base elements of the game and what you need to do and how you do it.
But I think at this point, I mean, anybody who's watching who wants to, see what the game's all about, just that's the beauty of this game. Like,
You
play
need
it,
to experience it for yourself.
it's a different experience every time you start it anew, because again, like the galaxy the Karnland planet that we woke up on is completely different from the planet that I first woke up on, which is a complete desert wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everybody's going to have a different kind of experience with this game. So the best thing I can recommend people watching this is, if you're curious about this game, you really need to play it yourself and experience it with your own eyes and your own hands.
Mm-hmm. But you very much have to kind of build your own experience with the game.
Yep.
It's going to kind of give you rough
What did you name
guidelines
it?
of
Armaderp.
I am the Armaderp. I like to run in circles around candles.
So again, you need to experience this game for yourself.
Yes, I agree. It's
100%. Build your own adventure, explore on your own. If you want to delve into the depths of one planet, do it. And if you want to travel around in space and see all the kind of cool things and the stars and solar systems and the way they look, because I've seen some beautiful pictures of just people flying out in space and of the planets and the stars and everything around them.
Absolutely.
So definitely take the time to experience it if you have any interest in space at all, because it is very, very good.
Oh yeah, if you love space travel and you want to explore space for yourself, this is the game to go to play.
And maybe even if you don't, because I don't typically float towards these kinds of games, but even I love it feeds towards my explorer side. Discovering so many different new elements and
especially if you're one of those people who just loves mindless exploration.
Yeah.
And this is definitely one of those games where it's just like, if you just love to mindlessly explore things, this game is for you.
Yep.
It's just that simple. And I know a lot of people who love to do that. They don't even care what the end objective is. They just want to discover. And this game is perfect for that.
Yep. This is why I was kind of scared with this game coming out, because that's one of my favorite types of games, is just go out and do. Just exist in this environment and take
And just
it in.
find things. So
To quote Markiplier, it's so cool!
and on that note, we'll see you guys next time on Rogues and Roleplayers.
Space!
Space.